Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have my November haul and anti-haul, and today I'm going to start with the anti-haul portion because there haven't been any specific beauty products that I was really tempted to buy this month, but I was more tempted to spend money in general, and that was because of both of Sephora and Ulta's rewards programs. So I've kind of talked about this in the past, but this year, at the beginning of 2016, I kind of knew this would be the last year I was VIB Rouge, just because I've really kind of cut the spending when it comes to makeup and skincare. I have shopped at Sephora this year, but I did not think I was going to get to the $1,000 mark. And I was not on track to be anywhere close to that, but after the VIB Rouge sale this month, I'll talk about that a little bit later, I bought a couple things and my sister bought a bunch of things, and after that we were $63 away from becoming Rouge. And like I mentioned, I do share it with my sister, but I was pretty confused how I got so much money on my account when I really haven't been shopping there very much at all. So that kind of inspired another video that I'm going to be doing later this month. I went in and went to all my past purchases for the whole year, the ones that I made, not the ones my sister made, and I broke down how much money I spent in a bunch of different categories. So hair care, skincare, makeup, and then like gifts for other people. So I'm going to go through all of that for Sephora and Ulta, because those are basically the only two places I purchased makeup this year. I don't think I really bought any drugstore makeup this year. So I will be sharing that with you guys later this month, so look forward to that. I think it'll be really fun to kind of look at that and also compare it to my year-end empty. So like everything I bought this year and then everything I used up this year. So I'm excited about that video, but I was kind of like, well, you know what, I'm so close to being Rouge, why not just spend $63 and make myself Rouge? But I talked myself out of it because I mentioned before, there really is no benefit to the Sephora VIB Rouge rewards program. Like, you don't really get much out of it. You get free shipping, which I do like, but now you can spend $10 and get flash shipping for the whole year, so that's definitely more economical to spend $10 than $63 just to get that. And you get early access to stuff. I never take advantage of that. I think I did for the Gwen Stefani lipsticks. I think I bought one in the early access part in January, but I don't really use that. You get unlimited makeovers, I think. I've never done that. I think my sister has once or twice. And then I think there's like some sort of hotline you can call for a beauty concierge, or I don't even know, because I've never called it. So there really is no benefit. So at first I was kind of tempted, but I talked myself out of it pretty quickly. And then a couple days after I talked myself out of it, my sister texted me, was like, oh my gosh, like we're only $63 away. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to buy anything. If you want to, that's cool, but you know, I don't see the point. And I told her, why don't we wait, because in December they send out that gift certificate thing for $25 off a $50 purchase. If there's stuff you want to buy, she said she could buy stuff that she knows she's going to run out of. I said, if you want to do that then, go ahead, but I really don't care. But on the flip side, for Ulta, I did want to keep my platinum status a little bit longer. For them, you have to spend $450 over the whole year, and I knew that I wanted to keep it when this year started. So all year, whenever I've needed something that they sell at Ulta, if it's something as small as Q-tips or cotton balls, I've tried to buy it at Ulta. So I've bought that kind of stuff there. I've bought like stuff I might usually just run to Target for. I've just waited and made a trip to Ulta instead, so I could kind of accumulate even those tiny purchases to get to the total, because I wasn't sure I was going to make it, because I really have not been buying makeup or spending a lot of money on this kind of stuff all year. So I think as of in October I was $84 away, and I was like, I really don't need $84 worth of stuff between now and December. And the reason I wanted to keep my platinum status is, one, I really do like the rewards program. I really do think it's worth it. And when you're platinum, you accumulate points faster, they don't expire, and the points turn into money, free stuff you can get from the store, which is much better than Sephora. And I used up all my points. I did a huge haul at the beginning of the year. I got almost everything from the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani collection that I wanted for free with my points, which was really awesome. So I've been saving up to 2,000 points again, because you definitely get the most bang for your buck. I think if you spend like 1,000 points, you get like $30 or $35 worth of stuff. But if you do 2,000, you get $125. So it's definitely a much better value. And in the past year, at this point, I think I had about 1,200 points. And so that kind of just shows I didn't spend $450. I was at like almost $84 less than that, but I still accumulated 1,200 points. So it's really easy to get points faster than one per dollar you spend at Ulta. So that's just why I really like the program. And my sister and my mom both also use my account whenever they go there. So I do have some help from them, but I did really want to kind of get to the platinum status this year. So that did kind of inform some of the purchases I made this month. And also last month I bought, I decided to buy Soap and Glory body wash, even though I was initially just going to buy a drugstore body wash for like $3. I decided, you know what, it's only $10, I'll buy it at Ulta and get a little bit closer to my goal there. So it's kind of been informing my purchases all year, but it hasn't made me do anything totally crazy. So now I'm going to talk about the things I did buy this month. So my first purchase was from Birchbox. They did a promotion where you got 50 points. It was one day only if you made a purchase in their store. So I saw I saw this promotion on Reddit. I don't really check my emails very often for promotional things, but I get those in a separate inbox on my Gmail. And I saw a thread about it on the Beauty Boxes subreddit, and in the comments someone said they bought something for $5 with the 50 points, and then got a free Birchbox mystery box, which is basically just an old extra Birchbox they will send to you. It was free with any purchase, no minimum amount. So I was like, oh, that seems like kind of a fun idea. So I just browsed to see what was around the $5 mark, and I ended up finding a No. 4 shampoo travel size. And you guys know I love No. 4 so much, for $6. And I think I had like 13 points left after I redeemed them all this summer. So I think I spent 20 cents on this entire purchase. So I got the mini shampoo and then an entire Birchbox for 20 cents. So I forgot to pull that out. I forgot to pull a couple things out that I got this month, but it's not that exciting. It's just a mini clarifying shampoo. And then in the mystery box, I got the Make Face Gloss, which I hated so much I threw away immediately. It was basically like a lip gloss you're supposed to put on your face. If you don't like shimmery highlighters, it was supposed to be like a glow, but it was really sticky and gross. Even if you use the tiniest amount, it just looked greasy. I did not like it at all. I also got another one of the LOC by Tati lip pencils in the shade Glam Life. I already have this one, which was kind of a bummer, but I really love it. So in another way, it wasn't a bummer. I hope I will use it eventually. I want to use up the one I have first, obviously, but I do already know that I like it, so that was kind of good. I also got the Beauty Protector Protect and Detangle Spray, the mini one. I have a full size I'm using in my Project 10 Pan body care right now, so it's something I know that I like, so I was happy with that. I also got a perfume, which I don't really care about, and then a body wash, which is easy to use up. So I think I got a pretty good mystery box with my deal, and I'm also happy to have one of my favorite shampoos in a travel size. Then, like I mentioned, it was the VIB Rouge sale, and I bought everything on my wish list, but that was only one item, which was pretty exciting. And that was the Cinema Secrets brush cleanser in this big size. This isn't the one I bought. It's in my closet for a backup. But as you can see, I'm almost done with this bottle, and I definitely will need a new one before the next VIB sale, so it was a perfect time to buy it. I did buy 2 other makeup items for myself, but they're from my parents for Christmas. I don't actually have them here with me, so I'm not going to share those with you. They're not very exciting. They're 2 things I've already talked about repurchasing in the past, so those will be in my December haul, but I did buy them for myself, kind of. So I thought I would mention that since I did get them during the sale. And then my sister made a pretty big order, which is kind of how we got to the point where we're almost rouge again. But I'll talk about that kind of stuff more in the video I mentioned where I break down all my purchases over the whole year. So I did go to Ulta a few times. There was one new item I was pretty intrigued by, and that's a new lipstick from Lipstick Queen. It's a sheer black lipstick you can put over other lipsticks to kind of change the tone of them. So I really wanted to see that in person. I had been curious about it ever since I saw it on Instagram when it came out. So I went to one of the Ultas near my house, but they didn't have any Lipstick Queen stuff, so I didn't get to see it. But while I was there, I picked up a new base coat from Orly. I've always wanted to try this one. I've heard great things about it. And then I also bought a sheet mask. It was the tiger. There's that one brand that has like the animal faces. I got the tiger one. It's kind of silly and dumb, but I bought it the first week of November. It was kind of a rough week for me and a lot of people, so I just wanted something kind of dumb and silly to treat myself, and so I used that, and you know, it was like any other sheet mask, but it looked like a tiger face, and it was just kind of silly and fun, and that was $5. Then I went to the other Ulta near me a few days later to see if they had the Lipstick Queen lipstick, and they used to have the whole Lipstick Queen display, and they don't have that anymore. So, but while I was there, I decided to pick up some eye makeup remover and hair dye, both of which I don't have here either, but I do dye my hair a darker brown at least once or twice every winter. So I did that a few weeks ago with a box I had left over from last year, and it wasn't my favorite shade, and they didn't have my favorite shade at the first Ulta I went to, but they did have it at the second Ulta. I used the semi-permanent one from Natural Instincts, I think it's called, and it's the shade Darkest Brown, so I bought a bottle of that. And then I got my Almay makeup remover. It was buy one get one 50% off. And then, like I mentioned, I was kind of in the mood to like treat myself to something. Sorry, I still have a little bit of cough. If there's any weird like jumps or awkward transitions in any of the videos I'm filming today, it's probably because I started coughing. But I've been wanting a new eyeshadow brush for using eyeshadow as a liner. I have one that is pretty cheap. Where is it? It's from Coastal Scents. It came in a set, so I didn't even buy it specifically. But I've been using eyeshadow to set my liner a lot this year, and I never was really into that before. And this brush does the trick, but it's not as like firm. It's a little, you can see it's kind of like more squishy and a little fatter than I would like, and it kind of sometimes makes the line thicker than I want it to be. So I wanted to get a stiffer version of that brush. So I found that with the Real Techniques line in the Bold Metals collection. I've always really liked these brushes. I think they look really nice, but I never wanted to spend the money on them. But this is the cheapest one in the whole line, and it's exactly what I wanted. I didn't see it in any other brand that I was looking at. So I got this, and I've really been loving it. So no regrets there. It's exactly what I wanted. Like I mentioned, I was really curious about this lipstick from Lipstick Queen, and I watched a bunch of reviews of it on YouTube, and curiosity got the best of me about a week later. So I did purchase this online from Ulta. I do have it on right now. I put it on over the nude lipstick I was wearing. I'm not quite sure how I like it on top of the nude, but I have tried it on some other colored lipsticks, and I think it's kind of cool. So I'm not quite sure how much I'll use this. I'm not sure if I regret it yet, but it is a sheer black lipstick. Looks like this with some gold reflex, and you can use it on top of other shades to kind of change the tone. So that's what it looks like, just bare. But I do kind of like it. It looks like when I first put it on this lipstick, you could definitely tell it was kind of black, but I think it's kind of blended in a little bit better now. I'm refilming this video because my camera shut off in the middle of it, so I put it on in the first version, but this is what it looks like. It's really nice packaging. It's really comfortable. But, you know, like I said, I'm not sure how much I'll use it, but I think it's kind of fun just because there are a lot of lipsticks that I do have that I'm kind of on the fence about. Sometimes I like the shade, sometimes I don't, so I thought it would be fun to have something to kind of change them and see if I can make up some things that I'm not 100% crazy about work for me a little better. So we'll see about that, but I got this online from Ulta, and you have to spend $35 on Ulta's website to get free shipping, which is annoying, but I had to add about $11, I think, to get the free shipping. So I got this Essie nail polish in the shade After Schoolboy Blazer, which is just a dark navy blue. I had a similar shade from OPI that went bad, so I think that's going to be in my empties video. I'll talk about that a little bit more in this month's empties, but I really wanted to replace it because I love navy blue nails, and this was a dupe for it, so I picked this up. And then I also just got this pedicure kit for like $2. It has this nail buffer, an orange stick, a file, and toe separators, which is all stuff I can always use. And I think I used like the $3.50 off coupon too. So did I get something else? I feel like I got like one more. Did I get this mask? I think I got this mask also. So I spent like $15 of stuff, got the $3.50 off, and then had like free shipping. So I will try that this month, or not this month. So I've tried other Tony Moly masks. I haven't tried this one. So I thought I would try a new kind. I read like a bad review of this like a few days after I purchased it, so we'll see what I think of it. But I thought it would be fun to try something a little different. And then I did go to Ulta one more time while I was home for Thanksgiving. I was out with my mom running errands, you know, going to the grocery store to get Thanksgiving stuff and all sorts of errands. And she wanted to go to Ulta because she was out of her makeup. She uses Bare Minerals. So we went to Ulta. She bought a bunch of stuff. She bought her foundation, she bought a nail polish, she bought her blush, and she wanted a eyelash comb, and all the stuff she bought sent me to platinum status. So it ended up being a moot point. I didn't even need to worry about it. So that was kind of fun. But while I was there, I did buy a brow pencil. I'm almost all out of brow products. The only ones I have right now, I have this one from Benefit, a deluxe sample. It's not the shade that I would get for myself. It works okay. I'm wearing it today, but I don't really like it. So, and it's also just a deluxe sample, so I'm almost out of it. But I wanted to get something a little darker, a little less warm. So today I think it looks okay, but some days I have a lot of trouble using this. I don't like the shape of it either. So I have that. I also have this from Benefit, another deluxe sample of the, what is it, Gimme Brow Gel. I like this, but I like this on like no makeup or light makeup days. I much prefer like a pencil. So I also have the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani Brow Box, which has brow powders in it, and that works okay, but I don't love brow powders, and the shades in there are a little lighter, and I think it works better when my hair isn't dyed dark, so I wanted to get something darker. So I got this NYX brow pencil, and I struggled picking out a color. They didn't have testers for every color out, which was kind of annoying, so I ended up getting ash brown, and I kind of regret it. I almost got, I think, espresso, but it just looked a little warm, so I wasn't sure I was going to like it. I had the dark brown one from Anastasia that I loved, so that's what this one looks like. I'm not crazy about it. I might return it, actually. I find it's kind of stiff and harder to use than the Anastasia one I had, at least from what I remember, so we'll see about that, but this is the only thing I bought at Ulta. And then in addition to everything I bought, I also got an influencer box this month from e.l.f., which I'm pretty excited about. So the first thing I got in the influencer box is this hydrating bubble mask. e.l.f. came out with a bunch of skincare products. I haven't tried any of them, so I'm excited to try out the bubble mask. I've had a bubble mask from Birchbox before, which is kind of fun. I don't think it's something I would purchase on my own, but I'll gladly try it, so we'll see how that is. I'm sure you guys will hear all about it at some point. It also came with this, and you guys know this is a must-have for me at all times. It's their lip exfoliator. It comes in like a lipstick form, which I really like. It's not as messy as like other lip scrubs I find, and it works really well. You can kind of have more control, I feel like, over the pressure you use, and like, I just really like it. So I have one of these in my purse, actually, in the mint shade. I used it when I was out of town last week, and I felt like it might have like melted or something. I did have it in my bag like all summer, which is probably not a great idea. It seemed like, you know, it was kind of falling apart more than the one I keep in my bathroom. So I might need a new one sooner than I thought, so this was perfect as well. I also got this matte lip crayon. I was really excited when I saw the shade on the box. Let me see if I still have the box. So on the box, it's called Wine, and it looked like a really dark red, and I love shades like that. But in actuality, it's actually kind of more pink. So I don't know if you can see how it's kind of like more of a pink shade. And then it is a little darker on. It looks kind of like a dark bright pink to me, which is not my favorite. The formula is very comfortable. I've heard great things about it, and I have tried it on before, but I don't love the color. But who knows, maybe I'll like it if I mix it with this. Let's see, I'll actually show you guys how that kind of works. But, you know, it was kind of fun to try out the formula at least. I don't know if it works as well in a swatch, but I have it on one side, and it's hard to say if I would like it more on me from this. But I probably won't keep this very long since it's just not my shade. And then the last item I got was this primer. I've never tried a face primer from e.l.f. So this is in the shade Clear. It's the mineral infused face primer. And it's very silicone-y. You can see it's like a very thick gel. and it feels just kind of like any kind of pore filling primer I've tried before. So we will try that out and see what we think of it. But that's everything I got in the e.l.f. box. I was just putting everything away from that last video, and I totally forgot about this item from e.l.f. It is the Baked Highlighter and Bronzer in the shade Bronzed Glow. When I first got this, I wasn't very excited. I've had a few baked items from e.l.f. before. I had some blushes and eyeshadows, and I really didn't like them. But I thought this would be kind of glittery, and I hate shimmery bronzers. But when I swatched it, I was actually really excited because I think it looks pretty good. So the bronzer does look a little warm, so I'm not sure how that will work, but it's definitely not glittery, and it's just kind of glowy. So I think the bronzer could work, but I think the highlighter is really nice too. So I kind of just blended it out a little bit, and there's definitely a little bit of glitter, but not too much. I think it's more of a shimmery, kind of glowy highlighter. So I think I might actually like that. So just wanted to show that to you guys too, because I totally forgot about it. So that is it for this month. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back in December with another haul and anti-haul. And let me know how you guys have been doing with your spending habits. Obviously this month I bought a lot more than I usually do, but the one frivolous thing I would say I bought was this. Everything else I'm definitely going to use. So not so bad. I don't think it's terrible to buy a frivolous item every once in a while. Nobody's perfect. I've definitely come a long way in my makeup spending habits, but I'm not perfect either. So yeah, I bought something I probably don't need, but I think that's okay. So I hope you guys had a good month, and I will see you soon. Bye!